Dick Smith and I will be interviewing Georgina Cates, an actress who worked in some Hollywood movies that you may or may not know.
Very true.
So, Georgina, what made you want to become an actor?
Because I've always been odd, probably. I didn't kind of turn around at any certain age and go, oh, I want to be an actress because of really, really wanting to do it. I just kind of didn't. I was very imaginative. How do I say that? Imaginative.
Yeah.
As a kid, and I liked being other people most of the time. I had more fun doing that, and then I realized, people are saying I'm good at it and I might be able to earn money at this. So I kind of fell into it in a weird way, and then started taking it more seriously. Because I think, there's a lot of, there's a segment of actors that kind of believe it's all about the craft, and this, that, and the other, and there's a segment of actors that will go, you're just born with it or you're not. And I believe that it's kind of I really do think it's a combination of both things. You either have talent or you don't, and then you really have to learn how to improve yourself.
That's amazing.
Well, depends on whether, you take it seriously or not, but that's my theory.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of actors out there who really want to get an audition soon, and there's some people in this area who want to be actors. And one of the things is, what is the best way to land an audition?
Be persistent. I mean, if you believe in what you want to do, then you actually have to just kind of put yourself out there. And so I'm saying, for me, when I ran away from home at 13 and a half to get myself an agent.
Really?
Disappeared for a day. And I'm not saying you should do that, anybody, but I did because I really wanted to do this. And then I got myself an agent, but I would, even at 13, 14, I was getting the newspapers. I don't know, I mean, I'm from London, so excuse me, but like there it's called Backstage here or whatever. It's a similar thing to in London, they had a newspaper, so that's how I found an agent. And then I would do the submitting, read the books and go out there and put yourself out there. I mean, getting the audition is the first part, and then being able to audition well is the second part. But it's great if you can get out there because you're going to learn from every audition you do. Because it's horrible most of the time. It's very difficult and you need to learn how to do it. It's a different thing than being on set.
Yeah. I know that feeling.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? It's just weird.
It is. Because when it comes to also like stage acting, it's kind of a little bit different, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think that an audition is different no matter, the thing about an audition is that's different to working is you do have to pretend everything. You're in a room, there's no props, you know what I mean? Or you're up there on the stage doing it.
Yeah.
But I would say go for it. The more you can go out as yourself on an audition and take a risk, the better you're going to be.
Yeah. It's amazing. Well, what is one of the things that maybe a little personal, but what is your dream role, either original or adapted? I
don't know. Me and a certain person you guys all know, Miss Fenning knows this about me, that I've recently been thinking about anything I haven't done. I really want to do a huge horror film.
Really?
I want to run around and scream and have all this blood and guts, and I want to be scared on the set. I've got some friends that have done really good horror movies, and I have friends that have done really bad ones. I'm happy to do either. I want to scream and run from things and be either killing or be killed. It's something I haven't done. That or don't laugh at me. You know I've been saying this for a long time. I don't know, because I think, the great thing is I don't have one specific thing I want to do, but you always want to do something different. I don't want to play the same role. I'm just not built that way as an actor. There's some actors that do that really well every week in TV shows. I'm not saying it's bad, I just couldn't do it, I'd get bored. So if anyone can write me a horror movie soon, be great. Thank you.
Yeah, but like horror films, there's a lot of problems. And one of the things that we like to know is that what are the best ways to deal with stress, rejection, and demanding work schedules?
The tough response I have is grow up, in the sense that, you know, if you're doing something you love, there's got to be, you have to know what you're getting into. So as regards all right, let's do the first one. What was the first part of it? It's deal with the stress.
Yeah.
And then rejection. I mean, how stressful is it doing something you love? You can put it out on yourself, but you need to just try your best to find what you enjoy about it, or the stress will take over. Rejection is not easy. You are going to go in audition rooms, and they're going to judge you. And as much as people will try and remind you, and I can sit here and tell you, hey, it's not really about you, it just might not fit. You know, when they say you're too old, you're too this, you're too that, but it's going to hurt. It sucks, and then you have to decide, are you going to pick yourself back up? Do you love it enough to go, all right, fine, now I'm going to go show them again, you know? Demanding work schedules, if you're being paid to do something you love, then be happy. Demanding work schedules happen everywhere, whether you're working at Starbucks or you're on a movie set, where I was the other week with, again, somebody that you know standing over here, and it was tough. We were in the cold and ice cold until 4 in the morning, and I was having to pretend to do drugs that didn't taste good at all. You're in pain, you're tired, and then you're having to do this stuff, but you have to decide. I made the choice to be here. I mean, how bad is it? You get to play, you know?
Yeah.
Demanding, yeah, but you, as an artist, have to decide how far you want to go for.
Yeah, that's true. It's really true. But working on like sets and all, but every actor wanted a director to work with. And who is your dream director to work with?
I think every director is different, so I can only say the ones that, you know, when you talk about rejection, I never got to do the full movies with, but I love, because I went through so many of the screen tests with them. Milos Forman is amazing. He did One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, no.
And then he did People vs. Larry Flint. So I was up for Althea. It was 3 months of screen test, guys, and it broke my heart. I could cry right now about it. But that man makes you feel completely safe. And that's what I think is a great director. I loved Tony Scott. Unfortunately, he's not around anymore, and totally different. He's all action, and he directs you like this. Less sugar. There's no hand holding, it's that blunt. Faster, less sugar. I kind of like that. And then my third would be, Cameron Crowe. Come on, you, what's it, Almost Famous? He's done some not so good ones now, don't show this to anyone. But I screen tested with him. Oh, he won't care. He's wonderful. Hi, Cameron. So these are, like, those two directors I've said is because I have worked with them, but only in a screen test environment. There's so many directors out there, and I think they're all different, but when you can find that place that you feel safe, it's a really nice feeling. So that's my thing. And in you are too, however you say him. He just makes everyone brilliant, so.
Yeah. But let's go to a little bit of into the what's going on in the world right now into movie and TV wise, because what's happening now is that there's some film actors who are now going into television. So what do you think of that? The migration of former film actors to television?
Well, first off, it's not some, it's nearly everybody. It's every film actor right now is taking the TV. So the actors are not happy about it, particularly. I think that there does come a certain stress sometimes when you're constantly in movies if you want to have a life with your family. So it's actually about life, I think, that started it. Also, there's amazing work being written for TV now, whereas before it was very dum-de-dum. You know, and all TV was like, you know, the shows that are like about murdered people or police shows, and it's like din-din, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, things that are being written for TV really allow an actor to keep like developing a character. So versus maybe being on a movie for 3 months, you get to do 3 years. Some actors would find it harder and more boring. Other actors really like to keep searching like that. So I think it's sort of like, do I think it's different? I think it's very different. The pace of it is, you can spend 3 months to 6 months to 9 months on a movie, and that's 90 minutes, right? On a TV show, you shoot for 10 days, and it's one 60-minute episode.
So a movie for an actor, it would take them like a month, like months to do a shoot. But for TV, it would take them years, which would be kind of a little bit like...
You get to know the character for longer, but the actual shooting of each thing is so much shorter. Plus the fact you're in one place, so you can go to your kids' recitals and cook dinner with your wife or your husband, you know? I think that that's why it's happening, but I also think that television writing has come up and movie production has gone down.
Yeah.
They're not putting the money behind films that they used to. And with the new TV places like Netflix, Amazon, they're allowing, you know, better things.
Yeah. Speaking of that, there's also like web things, like webisodes, web series, and all that. And most of these guys are making them as portfolios. But some of these actors are also doing it just to get themselves noticed.
Mm-hmm.
So do you use social media professionally, and if so, how?
I'm terrible at it, so this is the question where you guys will teach me. I mean, I swear, like, I have 15-year-old twins. They do this social media thing. I don't. But I also started, because I don't want to steer anyone wrong, I started before that ever happened. And I will tell you that I love Funny or Die, and I've done a number of them just for fun. So I think it's an amazing tool to use if you use it in the right way and to get your work out there. I just don't know enough about it to probably inform you well. I just would be careful that you put work out there that you are proud of, that you don't start doing too much of it.
Yeah.
You know, put the work that you're proud of out there.
Yeah. But here's a question that I think is really something that is, I believe, is pretty hard. But is it hard to separate the celebrity from the actor, like both for yourself and those you work with? Am I a celebrity?
I don't know. Sorry, I knew you were going to ask that, and I just find it so funny. Because I've never ever thought of myself like that. And I haven't, you know, there was a point in time when I was doing some movies that maybe were with some more famous people that then I became more known. But for me, I don't see any difference between me and you guys. You know, actors are actors, actors and artists, you know what I mean? It's like we're all, if you get into it because you want to be famous, own that, fine. But I think that's more for like Britney Spears and those people, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you get into it to be an actor, celebrity or knownness, I mean, I don't know who you guys admire, but for me, you don't see Al Pacino and Robert De Niro and Meryl Streep on the cover of these trash magazines or TMZ. You might turn around if you notice them and go, cool, are you so-and-so? But it's not that they're hounded.
Yeah.
So if you want to be an actor, decide to be an actor, and you can deal with this. The people that want to be chased around want to be chased around.
Because they want the attention.
And I will say that as soon as you guys do your first jobs, you are up for grabs, because people will think they can comment on you as if they know you.
Yeah.
So there's going to be people that treat you with niceness and save things on a computer. There's probably people that maybe don't. But your work's your work. If you want to be an actor, you want to be an actor, and you'll deal with that stuff. People that believe their own press is not good.
Yeah, because one of those days, me and my brother were invited to my uncle's friend's son's high school play, and we suddenly noticed one of the Goodfellas from the movie. It wasn't Robert De Niro or Joe Pesci. I forgot the guy's name, but me and my brother recognized him, and we were all surprised. And he wanted to say hello to him and shake his hand and all that, but I wanted to say, just don't, because he's just here to see his daughter.
I just think that, look, I mean, it would just be like, I mean, for me, it's like, hey, if you want to come up and say, oh, I've gone nuts about people, I'm like, oh my God, like, but it's the weirdest people to me, like, that I get goo gaga about. Do you know what I mean? Because I can't remember who it was. It was like somebody that it was the chick that lost her arm in the shark accident.
Oh, yeah.
Bethany Hamilton.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, you're Bethany Hamilton, right? She was like, yeah. And I was like, oh my God. I was like completely starstruck. But I don't think anyone cares if you just say hi. I really like your work. If it's genuine, I don't think anyone minds.
Yeah.
But if you start invading people's privacy just for the sake of it, then what's the point? You know?
TMZ.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Yes.
We don't go there.
Well, anyway, with all the things like having like a lot of fans going up to you or a lot of publicity going on, what would be some useful advice do you have for aspiring actors out there?
Work. Focus on your work. Don't look at my biggest thing, I was thinking about this, and on a set we talked about it like just recently, and I have a love for documentaries. And my biggest advice for any actors is documentaries, go out in the real world and live life and watch. If you want to be an actor, because otherwise people can get really obsessed about other people's work, but you're then looking up and trying to imitate other actors. Whereas as an actor, you should kind of probably want to be pure and honest as the person you're playing. And that's a real person, right? So I sort of like, the biggest advice would be work, try and trust yourself, even when it might not feel so great, and have fun. I mean, really, if you can't have fun at this, then that's, not good.
And we have a final question for the interview, and we might have some time to get some questions from the audience. What made you interested in Actors for Autism?
Well, I'm sitting here for two reasons, probably. One is the person that's one of your teachers, and I haven't met the rest of you, so I feel bad, right? But Miss Elizabeth Benning, who seems so different when she's around. Is she stern with you guys? I don't know.
Yes! Sometimes
Okay.
she is stern.
Well, she's I don't know. See, now she's gonna be like, don't ever let her hear again. I asked you if you wanted me to be honest, Mr. Director, so I'm being very honest. It was her. She came into an audition for a short film that I was producing, and at the time refused to be in, and then I ended up doing it with her because she's that good. She talks about this with such passion, and I just didn't know about it. Then I came to your film festival. So I'm looking at all of you because I'm nervous. I'm like, you guys are astounding. That's why I'm here. And the biggest thing I want to say is I mean that. This isn't like something for me to like do and like feel good about. I hate talking about this. I'm very embarrassed right now. What I'm gonna say to you is you guys are already so ahead of the game because you're making your own destinies. Like, the reason I'm here is because I went to that film festival with my friend who sat there and went with me, oh my God. Like, these films were astounding. The games were astounding, everything about it. So that's really what the interest is. So keep reaching out, keep putting your work out there in whatever way you're doing, because when people see it, they're blown away. So you guys did it. You get the interest. It's not really anything else.
Thank you very much. And sorry everyone for not getting all your questions, but we're out of time. I'd like to thank you, Georgina Cates, for coming for an interview.
Thank you.
And for everyone checking out us, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you have a chance, check us out on actorsforautism.com. Thank you very much.